All right, workout for December 15th, hump day of the week. And remember, when we do have hump day, when we have the middle of the day here, we really have 3 segments to get through. So we got our warm up, we got our Metcon, we have our conditioning, and then we have our core finisher to get through. So hopefully you're allotting maybe an extra 10 minutes or so to get through this. Definitely should be getting through all this in about 30 minutes or less though. So let's think about that. So we're going to start with 3 rounds of a warm-up, and it's 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of work, and then we're actually going to do 5 inchworms and a push-up. So it's 30 seconds of jumping jacks, right? And maybe the first round, we're just getting warmed up, so they're a little smaller, but get wide. Try to touch those hands above your head and behind your butt each and every rep. That's as full body movement as they come without making you get down and get up like we do with those burpees. Once we get done there, another movement that kind of jacks up your heart rate is a little subtle, but it really gets you there. Good tall chest, shoulders are somewhat back, okay? And then we're gonna do high knees or chop them high for 30 seconds. You could stay in place, right? You could move up, forward and back if you wanted to, but keep those arms chopping too. 30 seconds of work on those high knees. And then the last movement of the warm-up is an inchworm plus a push-up. So take some time in between that 30 seconds on those jumping jacks. Maybe take 30 seconds off, hit 30 seconds of those high knees. I'm out of breath just from demonstrating them. And then we're doing 5 inchworms for a push-up. Remember these inchworm push-ups, especially the inchworm portion. Think about mid-back all the way down almost into your calves is what we're trying to stretch out. So unlock those knees a little bit, push those hands straight above, straight in front of those toes, walk yourself out to that plank position we're so familiar with, drive yourself down, drive yourself up to a push-up, drive down to those knees if you need to, drive yourself down, just realize I'm out of the camera, right? Drive yourself down, drive yourself up, get back to your high plank position, and walk yourself tall. So demonstrate that where everybody can see, right? Unlock those knees, I got pants on so you really can't see them. Walk myself out, hit a good strong push-up, walk myself tall, feeling that stretch in the backside, obviously making that push-up with the chest there. So 5 inchworm plus a push-up. Got 3 rounds of that jumping jacks, high knees, and that inchworm plus the push-up. Metcon today, I'm just going to do a little quick explanation before I demonstrate the movement. So it's 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 4 rounds of that. So you're going to work for 3, rest for 2. Work for 3, rest for 2. Work for 3, rest for 2. And that last round, work for 3, rest for 2. So you have 4 minutes of work, 4 sets of 3 minutes of work, 3 sets of rest in between those sets. And you're just starting right where you left off, okay? So there's 4 different movements in here. So if I got through 1 round, the first 3 minutes, I would start over at the second round at the top of the next 3 minutes. But let's say I got through a round and a half, so I got 1 plus 10. I would start with that 11th rep when I start my second round, if that makes sense. I'll explain that a little bit more. I feel like I'm fumbling through this a little bit. But starting off with 10 push-ups, right? Make sure good strong plank position when we're doing these. Chest down, chest up, lock out those elbows, really keep that core nice and tight. Drop down to those knees as needed. Remember, when we're on the knees, we walk those hands forward just a touch, down and up. When you're on your knees, don't get saggy, don't get pointing the butt up towards the ceiling and doing some of this stuff. Your core still needs to be super active when you're doing push-ups from your knees. I get done with those push-ups. 20 mountain climbers, hard and fast, right? This is always an intense movement, moving as fast as I can. 20 mountain climbers, right and left would be 2 reps, so each leg counts as a rep there. 30 skater hops, we introduced these, I believe, 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna try and stay in screen here, and I'm just hopping one way and back the other, really focusing on landing on 1 foot, okay? We call these skater hops, remember in the Mighty Ducks, when they were skating fast, they were hopping back and forth. So that's what you're mimicking when you're doing that. Sorry if the Mighty Ducks might age me a little bit. I hope some of you watched that when you were little like I did. And then I'm finishing off each and every round with a 15-second squat hold. So it's an active squat hold. Pull yourself down, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 15. I would bet a majority of us, especially when we get into the later rounds of this workout, aren't going to be able to do 15 seconds unbroken. Okay, we might have to go 5 seconds of hold, squat hold, 10 seconds of rest, another 5 seconds of squat hold, 10 seconds rest, to accumulate that 15 seconds. As I tried to explain earlier, but I was having a brain fart, okay, 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off. So I just explained all the movements. So if I took the first 3 minutes, if I did 10 push-ups, 20 mountain climbers, 30 skater hops, a 15-second squat hold, so that's 1 round, and then I got through my push-ups and my mountain climbers again. So I got through 1 and 30 reps. After this, and then the timer goes off, and that was my 3 minutes of work. After my 2 minutes of rest, I'm not going to start over at the top of the round again. I'm going to pick up right where I left off with 30 skater hops, 15-second squat hold. Now I got 2 rounds done, and I keep working until I get to the end of that second set of 3 minutes, and then I rest. I work again for 3 minutes. Rest. I work again for 3 minutes. Total of 4 sets. Score is rounds and reps. So how many rounds did you get through total, plus how many reps in that next round that you didn't quite get through? So I'm going to guess, hopefully a lot of you are probably getting close to maybe 2 rounds every 3 minutes, somewhere around there. So hopefully you end up with 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds, somewhere around there. I think this will be a really fun Metcon. It's just kind of challenging. I tried this like 2 days ago, and it really got my heart rate up, and I really had to slow down a little bit for those squat holds. Like I said, it's Wednesday, so we're finishing off with a little bit of core work. So get that tummy ready to go. Everything is going to be down on the floor as usual with this core work. So hollow rocks. Okay, hollow rocks, I'm going to turn to the side. I'm in a good, strong hollow body position, right? So all my tension is in the belly button region here. This would be the prescribed position. I can bring my hands down by my hips. I can bend one knee. I can bend both knees to be in more kind of a crunch position here. I'm going to show the modified version, right? Hollow rock is me rocking forward and back, right? I can make it harder, extend that leg out. I can extend both legs out. And I can go arms overhead. Each time my heels get close to the floor is a rep. Once I'm done with 15 hollow rocks there, another new movement would be the single arm plank hold. Okay, so one arm. So I'm used to these good strong plank holds here. My goal for you is to be able to do it on one arm. So 15 seconds on one arm, 15 seconds on the other arm for a total of 30 seconds each round. A lot of us aren't going to be able to do this, and I totally get it. But let's try to make some progress. So instead of having both hands on the ground, try to just have 2 fingers on the ground, very lightly holding me up. Okay, I could go more where I'm bending one side and I'm staying up on this arm on the other side. I could go low plank hold here, okay? And then what I could do is just kind of rock back and forth for 30 seconds. What I'm trying to do is make your sides, your obliques in that core feel unbalanced while we're doing these. When we're in that good strong plank hold, your core is all working together. We're just trying to find some weaknesses. Maybe it's on your right, maybe it's on your left. It also shows some weaknesses in your lower back, so your lower back's really having to start supporting you a little bit more. Then the last one is a 30-second toe touch hold. It's a hollow toe touch hold. This is tough. I struggle to do this. I'm sore from doing this 2 days ago, and I don't really want to demonstrate it. But toe touch hold. I'm starting kind of in this hollow position, and I'm going to hold, right, for 30 seconds. I don't have great mobility. I can't actually reach my toes, but I'm reaching towards my shoelaces, and my core is absolutely on fire while I'm doing these, right? Good way to modify this is to bend the knees and just keep moving forward as far as I can. I can drop my hands down close to my butt here, and then I can just hold a crunch. But you're going to feel the stability that it takes to be in that position while you're doing that. So 3 rounds and your score is the total time it takes you to get through all 3 of those movements 3 times. Rest during the movement, rest in between the movements, rest in between rounds. I don't care what it is. When we're doing this core work, you get further ahead. If you're doing higher quality stuff, then the person next to you might not be doing quite as highest quality, and kind of taking some shortcuts. So that core stuff is all about time under tension. I keep saying it, time under tension, time under tension. Your core loves to hate it, right? But the more tension we can put your core under, the better. It's great for your front side. Everybody wants that 6-pack, but man, it really helps anybody that has some lower back pain. So that's the workout for December 15th, Wednesday, December 15th. So hope it was a good one for you.